view is looking good. Quick stop off, clean the windshield for you guys before we hit the old canyon run. Oh, she gets down. All right, I've been working on the IS ever since I got it back. Pretty much got the issue in the rear narrowed down to being the rear sway bar end links. So I've got some OE style ones on order. But other than that, oh, we got the rear interior back in. Still need to put the headrest in, but it's super nice and quiet in here. Love the rear. And then really soon I got to throw this console in, get it wired up, and put the centerpiece on. It's gonna come out perfect, hopefully. Feels good with the carbon hood. She's a ripper. Also, super stoked because I don't feel bad at all with everything being not in mint condition. It's perfect for right now. The roads are just absolutely destroyed. As you can see, it's stormy, it's windy. So this setup is just hitting. The wheels are fresh. We're definitely gonna have to clean those up. A clean pull right there. This thing drives like it's on rails now, you guys. The Super Pro bushings pre-pressed in by Figs to the OE lower arms in the front. Fresh OE ball joints, fresh outer tie rod ends, and a 4-wheel Alliant from Clarence Brown goes real far. Alright, that was awesome. Just pulled both side end links out. Look at the crustification on those bad girls. Or should I say bad boys? They're a little bit masculine. Gonna throw these freshies in. All right, you guys. Of course, it's never easy, you know? So there's the new one. Here's an old one. Nasty. But take note of how much metal there is between the rubber pad there. And you see how it's all worn? That one's got a little bit more on that side, but you see how it's all worn and crushed? Okay. Look how much I have on the new one. Alright. So, where it goes into the lower control arm, right there, it goes inside of it. So let's say, yeah, basically it doesn't fit. It won't get anywhere near the hole inside the control arm because it's way too thick. So I don't know if I can easily file that down or if we're, I don't know, greasing up the old ones and putting them back on for now. I guess we'll find out. Cleaned up. Try to do some filing on one of these. Just wouldn't work out. Take way too long. Might need to do a custom grind job or something. But left the rear sway bar end links off just so I could do for testing purposes too. I'm sure it's gonna feel, you know, whack, but I shouldn't hear any clunking and popping if it was the sway bars, right? So it's the theory behind that, and I'll be taking her for a drive. And oh yeah, you guys, not a single pop or clank yet. This is the real test right here. Down the ramp into the right turn. No pop. We would definitely get a pop right here on this turn. Uh-oh. What are the chances? Feels, I mean, I like the way it feels. I think it's a little delayed, but it's honestly kind of rally spec. We'll find out. We will. All right, that was sick. Straight up deleted those. Put the hardware back on the lower arm too, so it's just sitting there for when I need to throw the new ones on. Whatever those may be, however that may be. So I'm stoked. Let's get the center console put in so I can freaking mob this thing. All right, you guys, I'm throwing these away. Those are what my ball joints looked like on the Lexus IS 300 before I pulled them off and put on the new ones. The new ones looked so good. Oh yeah. Dialed. Sheesh. Got this thing ready to go. I'm gonna share this one last piece with you. You ready? Toyota red label, baby, let's go. We love our red labels. Cup holder divider. There it is. Dropped it in. Oh yeah. And I retained the 12 volt back here. Got this on and ready. Rear ashtray, I think I showed you that. Rear cup holder tray. This was like everything. The car needed this for daily spec, so let's get it in. Okay, you guys. Center console's fully in, minus the shifting area. Dual cup holders going strong. Got the armrest back. Fire combo. So, next part I want to do is this. Oh yeah, the holy grail. Converted this from nav to just a regular, super lightweight. I'm hoping it just plugs in. It's kind of rare with the black carpet instead of like all faded blue. Pretty sure I got it from Japan, so you know, could be Alteza part. Oh, Halo music. Let's get the old girl stuffed in that thing. Okay, that was just... Let's put it in. All right, we're retrofitted on both ends here. Nav delete. Are you ready for the last part? Here we go. There it is, you guys. All finished. With a little extra spice. The carbon style ring. Ashtray with LED in there, hoping that works. This isn't hooked up yet because I do need to cut the wires under there and put on some different connectors and get it connected, but just wanted to get it going for now. A couple other little things to change. I got to change this unit out back to my other one with new LEDs. I want to redo some of the LEDs in the speedo and the gauge cluster, sorry there. And then also redo my LED down here to white, which will happen when I do that. But for now, pretty solid. Put those kick panels in soon and then we'll be done. But she's daily spec now. Feels so good to be back in the daily, you guys. Ah, the remote unlock. Oh yeah. Watching my sister's dogs, so I had to get some dog food. I think we're about to round this one out tonight. Little driving. Getting ready to check the oil here before I go for a drive. One of the last things I want to show you tonight is right here. Owned this car for 10 plus years. Wow, is that, I think I've literally, it's got to be that long now, or close to it. Added a battery tie down. Brand new OE Toyota red labels and the whole 9. So it's hooked in, doesn't hit the hood. We're dialed.
My life high maintenance on my phone, come with speed. I caught the plane, JAP come for the G's. My drip is saying it's been hard for me to be reached. I just got.
Alright, so this kit I bought, which I'm pretty sure was just an Amazon purchase or eBay or something, but I'm not even using the LEDs in it because I've done LEDs in my cluster before. So I popped it off and I'm gonna reverse the polarity on this. So now I'll plug it in to see if it works. And then I went ahead and removed the bulb that's for the battery, which was a traditional bulb because it's always been out. And I have a new alternator and everything, so we're just gonna leave that one out so I have a cleaner dash. And I'll probably do the headlight level sensor too, so let me figure that out. And then those will be the only two I will have pulled out. The rest hopefully will come to life with the polarity switch. If not, I'll replace that. Yeah, I think that's all. Yep, then I'll get the brake light fixed, which will be the last dash light, besides maintenance light and track off. All right, let's get it in. All right, you guys, this is super annoying. You have to have this plugged in, the illumination controller, in order to illuminate the whole cluster. So, got that stupid thing in there. The good thing is it looks like my polarity reversal worked. This is all illuminated now. That's all I needed to do for 5 years. And that headlight level sensor is the one that's been on for me because it's notorious that, well, there's a sensor under there, but I think I've set it right and then can't get it to go away. And I believe even the system is messed up in the headlights. So that needs more looking into. I wanted to pull the light on it, but now this is all plugged in. I'm like, damn. So we'll see. Okay. I took it all apart one more time. That's why I got it plugged in halfway. Last test. Oh yeah. All right, you guys, I checked that over with the light off. We're all good, but I almost missed putting this cluster ring on. Done that before. Let's get this swapped out. I just unplugged this, but it's not the power to the light, and the light is powered right here where it's at. Cable is super tight though, so even if you remove the ring, you can't. It's like internally too, the way it's plugged in. I can't explain it. I'm not gonna swap that out. That's chill. Let's get this back together. I'm trying to drive. That's a wrap.
Baby, like I'm still was hanging, you heard me? I got a face down with your
sucks. Oh my gosh, this thing pulls now. Yo, with the carbon hood, this thing pulls. And one person, half tank of gas too. Got all the lights fixed, you guys. Gotta fix my climate ones next though. And then really what I need to do is fix the clutch pedal spring. Right now it's no clutch pedal spring, which sucks for anything performance related. So man, I want to do some driving tonight and show you guys. So I'm gonna get off right here last minute and go grab the headband for the GoPro, and we can get some sick footy. Also, the other thing that's going down is I'm running no sway bar on the rear. I mean, it's bolted up, but I have no end links. You saw what happened earlier. We couldn't get those new OE style end links on, not a chance. So running no sway bar end links. It feels pretty good. It's a little weird, of course. We're taking it to the canyon. So I'm not gonna be going all the way balls to the walls because I don't know exact behavior without the sway bars in the rear, but it feels good. It's a lot better than the clunking and popping and weird stuff it was doing before. So ooh, that pothole's huge. Good thing all my shit's brand new. San Diego roads suck. Alright. The view is looking good. Quick stop off, clean the windshield for you guys before we hit the old canyon run. Alright, we've made it in. I like to do the official start right down here. Slight bounce on limiter. Holding third. Oh, she gets down. Good. Nice. Those people did good. So all you need to do is let me know that I need to go around. Teamwork makes the dream work. We're back on course, boys. Drop gear. Oh, she's high. She's nasty. She loves it. That's a lot on the car through there. fun. It's serious through there though when you're hauling. And this thing moves now. You can definitely feel the limit with stock suspension though. Alright, I like to keep it chill through here, you guys. I don't want to smoke somebody having Christmas family get together. Well, that just about rounds out the old testaroo here. Now that I've got a bunch of new stuff done with the car. Gotta circle back on a couple performance things. Like I said, the brakes, stock brakes, they were good. They're stop techs. You know, it just could use new pads. They're not completely worn out yet, but just new pads and rotors would probably go a long way. I'd like to be able to do a brake upgrade, but I have 17-inch wheels and I was not forward thinking. There's some sick upgrades like IS350 or any of those, you know, later IS model cars that you can upgrade to, but the caliper doesn't fit underneath 17-inch wheels. So if you guys know any solutions, big brake solutions, bolt on, you know, whatever you got to do that work with 17-inch wheels, let me know. I'm all ears. Other than that, we really need to change the transmission oil and differential, which I have and I can do. I've got new plugs too, like transmission drain and fill plugs. And then what else do I have? We've been checking everything off. So, oh, last thing is the clutch. That clutch pedal spring. Man, once I can do that, it's gonna be a whole different car. So stay tuned for that video. Anyways, guys, really appreciate you guys watching. Please throw a like and subscribe if you want to enjoy more of these videos, and then also go ahead and comment. Love seeing the comments. I'll try and reply back. Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a good one. Peace. All right, we're at the Great O'Reilly's. I want to get the light off the dash and fix the brake light. It was out on this side, so we're gonna pull this out, swap it out. There's the one in there, don't forget it, and then the two out here, and I've got the two plugs in there. Everything's all back bolted up and secured, even the plugs on. We're out of here. Peace out, O'Reilly's. Flashy light. All right, good night, everybody.